What's up, everyone? So I wanted to take the time to talk a little bit about one of our training sessions from this week. And it wasn't a full max effort day. We're kind of building into it, and we haven't done this movement before, so we're doing a rear foot elevated split squat. We didn't take it to max effort, we just worked up to a heavy 3. With that in mind, it was done because we haven't done much heavy loading. That I couldn't really justify a heavy rear foot elevated split squat max effort in the rack. But also, I didn't want to do something that'd make us so damn sore for the next week if we worked at the heavy singles on rear foot elevated split squat or even any sort of split squat. Just because we haven't been doing much strength work. Sorry, not necessarily just strength work, but heavy work in that case. We have done some strength work, but specifically unilateral strength. I didn't want to make it so tiring and fatiguing. Because working up to those heavy singles, you have to take loads between 80, 85, 90%, 75, and so on. Building up into it, that sometimes it can be very, inducing of soreness. So instead, we stuck around on a 75% to 85% range I say range, it's not really a true range. It's more like an RPE, or rate of perceived exertion, of around 8.5, my guess would be. On the rear foot elevated split squats, doing 3 reps. It was tough, but not that tough. We're gonna be so exhausted. Now, the way the day shakes out, we had our warm up, we had box jumps, we had 5 sets of roughly 3 to 5 reps. The way we did this was alternating though. So if you did 5 reps, I jump, re-jumps, I jump, re-jumps. So you do have, 15, 20 seconds of rest in between the jumps, which is nice. So it keeps the output high. After this, we went into our rear foot elevated split squats. That's where we're doing the heavy work there, working into that heavy 3. And that was our primary movement for that day. So maximal dynamic output in the jumps. We're doing this without landing because we're doing it onto a box. We're removing some of the eccentric demands. Then I move into more of a max effort, loose terms, outputs as well. So on top of that, those are 2 main for that first workout. The second aspect of that same workout, we did 2 workouts that day, which is why I'm getting confused. If I just label things appropriately, it'd be easier. The second aspect of that first workout, we did pogo hops, these line banded hamstring curls that I love because, long lengthened position with a little bit of hip flexion. And we did some banded calf raises as well. The reason why I did those at the end, these were not maximal outputs. They're not maximal pogo hops. These are not maximal effort hamstring curls or banded calf raises. They're very much accessory work. So that first 25-minute chunk is dedicated towards that high output. The next 15, 20 minutes dedicated towards that accessory work. Then we had a break in the day. We came back later, like at 3 o'clock, and we went onto the field and we did a little bit of our extensive plyometric work. This where we did some dynamic jumps, step-up jumps, we did hand-assisted jumps, we did frog jumps, and we did stair hops. This second part of the day was a second workout in totality. The first workout was in the weight room predominantly. The second workout was strictly on the field. Breaking that up is really nice because it allows us to have a separation mentally from it. And that second workout was about 25 minutes long. So quick warm-up, get into it, highly effective, or highly laser-focused effort in that 20-minute we have. And just trying to get the most out of it as possible. That's just an example of one of our days. We had skills in between. The reason why I break it up like that is so we're not accumulating massive amounts of fatigue during the workouts. I don't want to do an hour, 45-minute chunk, a 2-hour chunk. I want to have a nice directed 45-minute workout, then a nice directed 45-minute workout, beginning and end, skill work in the middle. That way, we're not just pouring on fatigue. I like to have basically I didn't really think about this until now, basically every 45 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes of workout, I like to have a meal in between that. So I'm gonna work out for 70 minutes, and I want my next workout to be done only if I had a meal in between, and typically an hour and a half of rest in between. So just an example of what we're doing. I wanted to share it with y'all. I know you get questions about it all the time. That's just one of many different days. So obviously it doesn't tell you the whole picture, but something that's helpful. I appreciate you guys listening. I hope you enjoy. If you like these, comment below. If you have questions, let me know. I appreciate y'all. As always, take care.